Welcome to Tempo Preschool Video. Sit back and enjoy this introduction to some of your favourite characters that feature on Tempo Preschool videos. Starting with a specially selected clip from Postman Pat's 1, 2, 3 story, a video that makes learning fun. There's a complete episode from Spot's brand new video, Spot Goes to the Farm, which includes lots of lively adventures with the world's favourite puppy. The Mr. Men's alphabet story is a fun way to learn the ABC with all your friends from Mr. Land. And finally, you can sing along to a selection of your best-loved nursery rhymes on the 1, 2 Buckle My Shoe video. Tempo Preschool titles provide the very best in video entertainment for young children. Each video in the range has been carefully selected to give the highest quality viewing and pleasure. So look out for the Tempo Preschool lively range of videos on sale at your local video stockist now.
Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was a bright new day and Postman Pat was calling at Greendale Farm. Good morning. I can't, was the first thing he heard. It was young Tom's voice, and it sounded rather cross. What's all this? Said Pat. What is it that Tom can't do? Oh, hello, Pat, said Mrs. Pottage. It's this counting business. We've managed our ABC, now it's our 1 to 10 that's the bother. Tom's teacher says he must know all his numbers up to 10 before Easter. Quite right too, I say. How will he ever be a farmer if he can't count? I see what you mean, said Pat. I'd be sunk if I couldn't count. How would I ever find the house numbers down in the village? Now, let's see. How can we help young Tom? I know, said Katie. We can make another book. We'll make the pictures, and you can put the words in for us, Pat. What a good idea, said Pat. I'll bring a new book on Monday. Cheerio! This is this, and that is that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with Postman Pat. Ten. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. This is this and that is that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with Postman Pat. There, it's finished, said Pat. Aren't there any more numbers? Asked Tom. Well, there are, said Pat, but that'll be enough to be going on with. Good, said Tom. I like numbers now. Thanks for helping, said Mrs. Pottage. You're welcome. Hey, I'd better be on my way now. Cheerio, then.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Spot, Spot, a lovable Spot. He's soft and cuddly and he smiles a lot. If there ever was a pup to cheer you up, it's Spot, Spot, Spot.
Spot, called Sally, Spot's mum. Spot! Oh, there you are.
What?
Spot was talking to Steve over the fence. Mum, may I stay the night at Steve's? Asked Spot. Please, added Steve. Yes, of course, said Sally. Thanks, Mum. I'll get some things. Spot, what are you taking with you? Asked Sally. Oh, said Spot. Not much. Let's go, Spot, said Steve. I hope I didn't forget anything, said Spot. It's a good job I live next door, said Steve. You've got a new slide, said Spot. Come on. Go on, Spot, said Steve. Nearly there. Watch out for the flowers, Spot. Too late, said the rabbit. Too late, too late, too late. Come on, Steve, called Spot. Whee! This is fun, thought Spot. Oh! Ah! What? Whee! What? Steve? Where are you, Steve? Steve.
He's behind the tree. Oh. That's funny.
Yo-ho, Spot, called Steve. I can't climb up there, said Spot. Swing on a tire, said Steve. Muff, muff. Here comes your mum, Spot. Hi, Mum, said Spot. You forgot this, said Sally. Thanks, Mum, said Spot. Time for bed, boys, called Steve's mum. What was in the bag, Spot? Asked Steve. Oh, nothing. Good night, Steve. Oh, good night, Spot.
That's Spot.
Woof, woof.
In the land of mist and far away, there's lots of fun in a Mr. Silly way. They learn to sing and they learn to say the letters through and through. Now see if you can too. A for apple and B for bouncing ball. There was cup for play, but Mr. Greedy ate it all. Are you ready for some more? Yummy. Not you. D for daydream, and F for eggs you eat. Now this F for fussy, and fish and fun, and G for grumpy, and grass and grand and green, and that's half for helpful, and that's what we should be.
Hello? Anybody home? Ah, there you are. Hello, I'm Mr. Clever.
And I'm Mr. Tickle.
This is a story about the day the Mr. Men and Little Misses went on an exciting bus trip. You might say it was a hunting trip, an alphabet hunting trip, because we were searching for something beginning with A, something beginning with B, and with K. We were looking for something for every letter in the alphabet, and every time we found one, I wrote the word in my alphabet book. Where's my book? Thank you. And I wrote it all down in my alphabet book.
Ooh! Stop the bus, Mr. Clever. A is the first letter in the alphabet, and there's something beginning with A. Apple. Look, there are lots of apples in those trees and on the ground.
And someone else saw those apples as well. An ant. She was taking an apple home to make apple sauce or apple pie or whatever it is that ants fancy for tea. A is for ant, and A is for apple. apple, ball, cake, dog, egg, fish, grass, happy, ink, jump, kite, lion, monkey, nose, octopus, pig, queen, rabbit, sausage, table, umbrella, vase, wizard, exit, yacht, zoo.
Excuse me, Mr. Clever, but can I add another word with a z? How about z as in lazy? Z as in Mr. Lazy. But where is Mr. Lazy? That was a good question. We all turned to look for Mr. Lazy. Oh dear, I hope he hasn't been left behind. Would you all please look everywhere in the bus for Mr. Lazy? Z is in lazy. That's another Z for my book. Z is in lazy. Z is in lazy. Well done, all you Mr. Men and Little Misses. That's the end of the great alphabet hunt. We've found something for every letter in the alphabet.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray! 3 cheers for us! Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah!
In the land of Mr. Men far away, there's lots of fun in a Mr. Silly way. They learn to sing and they learn to say their letters through and through. Now see if you can too. A for apple and B for bouncing ball. There was cup for cake, but Mr. Greedy ate it all. Are you ready for some more?
Yummy.
Not you. D for daydream, and F for eggs you eat. Now this F for fussy, and fish and fun, and G for grumpy, and grass and grand and green, and there's half for helpful, and that's what we should be.
To the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up, and when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
There was a crooked man, and he went a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. man in the moon came tumbling down and asked his way to Norwich. He went by the south and burnt his mouth by supping cold peas porridge. Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles on his knee.
He'll come back and marry me,
Bonnie Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's bright and fair, combing down his yellow hair.
He's mine forevermore.
Bonnie Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's tall and slim, he's always dressed so neat and trim.
The ladies, they all peep at him.
Bonnie Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's getting a band for to dandle in his arms.
In his arms and on his knee,
Bobby Shafto loves me.
Incy Wincy Spider climbing up the spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then Incy Wincy Spider climbed the spout again.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle and never went there again. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut all day long.
The people on the bus step in and out, in and out, in and out. The people on the bus step in and out all day long.
The driver on the bus says, move along please, move along please, move along please. The driver on the bus says, move along please, all day long.
The windows on the bus slide up and down, up and down, up and down. The windows on the bus slide up and down all day long.
The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all day long.
The riders on the bus go bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump. The riders on the bus go bumpity bump all day long.
The babies on the bus cry wah wah wah, wah wah wah, wah wah wah. The babies on the bus cry wah 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 all day long.
The mothers on the bus go ch ch ch. The mothers on the bus go ch all day long.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse, with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes.